Good morning, students. Here is the portion that we completed the other day, that is Thursday. So here I'm recording the video just to help you to understand the portion covered in an easier manner. And Portius is have by some surgeon Shylock on thy charge on your expense to stop his wounds, lest he do bleed to death. And Shylock says, is it so nominated in the bond? So mentioned there. Portia says it is not so expressed, but what of that? At least that much you can do for charity. And Shylock says, I cannot find it. It is not in the bond. And Portia says, come, merchant, have you anything to say? And then, as I said, a very important piece. Please get it ready. Know it as much as you can, study it, but little. He says, I am prepared, I am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Besenio, fare you well. Grieve not that I have fallen into this for you. For herein fortune shows herself, figure of speech. Please note figure of speech, personification. For herein fortune shows herself more kind than is her custom, than is her practice. Why? It is still her practice, it is still her use to let the wretched, miserable man outlive his wealth, to view with hollow eye and wrinkled brow an age of poverty. Hollow eye and wrinkled brow symbolizes old age. So what is the usual custom of fortune? First, it takes away your wealth, and then she will let you outlive your wealth so that you can suffer, and suffer, especially during your old age, the miserable life of poverty. Here, fortune is kinder. At least she's just not taking away Antonio and leaving Antonio to suffer. But fortune is taking the wealth as well as the life of Antonio, because Antonio says, if the Jew doth cut deep enough, then I shall pay it instantly. I shall pay it with all my life. Please look, of such misery doth she cut me off. Commend me to your honorable wife, tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I loved you. Speak me fair, good. And then when the tale is told, bid her be judge whether Bassanio had a true love or not, a good friend or not. Repent not that you shall lose your friend, and he repents not that he pays your debt. For if the Jew doth cut deep enough, then I will pay it instantly. And Bassanio says, see, I am married to a wife. And according to Bassanio, I am willing to sacrifice my wife, the world, and everything to save you, to deliver you from this devil. And Portia's answer, it is good. I'm sorry, your wife would give little thanks for that. That offer, that offer. He is willing to sacrifice everything for Antonio. And Grescenio, I said, perhaps he talks a bit too much. Perhaps he doesn't think before he says anything. He says, I have a wife. I protest, I swear I love, but wish she were in heaven, dead, so that she could persuade some power, some god, to put some kindness into this currish Jew, into this bloody wolf-like Jew. And Nerissa says, it is well you offer it behind her back, else it would have made an unquiet house, an unquiet, fightful house. And Shylock says, these be Christian husbands, friend. I think I explained the concept of Christian. I said that Christian over here is a pun. Christian over here could refer to Christian by religion, and these be Christian husbands, Christian, good, dutiful husbands. Obviously, Christian husbands over here is ironic. He says, I have a daughter, and I swear, I hope she had married a descendant of Barabbas. I told you the allusion to Barabbas, it is given at the side of the text. On a particular day, one prisoner was let free. On one hand stood Barabbas, a murderer, a robber. On another hand stood Jews. I'm sorry, on another hand stood Christ. And when the Jews were asked who should Pilate, who was basically the governor, let free, the Jews opted for Barabbas. And Jesus was hanged, was crucified. I'm sorry. Pilate asked for a bowl of water and washed his hands. I told you the idiom. I wash my hands off comes from that action of Pilate. I wash my hands off. I am not responsible for this act. And from that on day onwards, the Jewish race was supposed to be cursed. But Shylock hopes that his daughter would have married a stock of Barabbas than these Christian husbands. He says, we trifle time. Portia says, a pound of that same merchant's flesh is yours. The court awards it, the law gives it. Most rightful judge, and you must cut this flesh from off his breast. The law allows it, the court gives it. Most learned judge, a sentence come prepare. Now Portia says, tarry a little. Now we will see at least 3 holds. Hold number 1, be careful, be careful. This bond doth not give thee a jot of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Then take thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh. But in cutting it, if thou dost shed a drop of Christian blood. Again, that pun just that we explained. Double meaning: Christian, religion, Christian good. Thy lands, thy goods are by the laws of Venice confiscate unto the state of Venice. And Gratianus says, oh, upright judge, mark Jew. Now see how he's annoying, irritating the Jew. He says, thank you for teaching me this term, upright judge, honorable judge. Daniel come to judgment. Is that the law? Thou thyself shalt see the act. For thou, as thou urgest justice, be assured that you shall have only justice, more than you desire. O learned judge, Shylock says, I take his offer. Pay the bond thrice. Let the Christian go. And Bassanio says, here is the money. And Portia says, soft, this Jew shall have all justice, no haste. He shall have nothing but the penalty. And Gratianus is a Jew, an upright judge, therefore prepare thee to cut the flesh. Shed thou no blood. Hold number 2. Nor cut a bit more or a bit less than a pound. It should be exactly a pound, not more, not less. How much? Not even by 1/20th of a scruple, or by the estimation of the weight of one strand of hair. So even if it is more or less by 1/20th of a scruple grain, or the weight of a single strand of hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscated. Be careful of this. Be careful of this. This is the second hold, and we will see the third hold just following after some time. But we will end over here. Hopefully you've understood the portion. Thank you so much. Please continue to stay safe, stay indoors, and continue to do your work regularly and in time. Thank you so much.